Hi. I'm so excited. I have never been so ready and so just like pumped up about sitting down to film Fit Girl Gang content before. I think truthfully it's because when I first started Fit Girl Gang in October 2017, it scared me. Like it terrified me to sit down and think, this video, like these girls are gonna have forever. They're gonna watch it, they're gonna take stuff away from it, and it's like, it's permanent. And I think the whole idea of filming just freaked me out. So I would like refilm and stop and refilm and stop. And now I just feel like it's just an opportunity for me to like connect with you guys and talk to you. And I don't know, I just miss you guys so much. So first of all, welcome back. Holy shit, I am so excited for this month, for this round. I feel like it's been such a long build up and I've been so ready. And honestly, like I probably could have gotten back into this with you guys like 2 weeks ago, just because I miss you and I miss feeling so connected to you guys and working toward our goals together. And I say this all the time, but there's nothing that motivates me more in my personal fitness goals, in working toward my business goals, in just like everything in life than feeling like I'm in it with you. And so I've missed you so much. Holy shit. Whether you're coming back and you're in round 2 or 3, or this is your 4th time going through Fit Girl Gang, yeah, just hi, and I missed you, and I'm so pumped to do this. September is the best month. There's a huge myth that people all start like new workout routines and like, oh, new year, new me, January, whatever. But like it is always September for me personally, that is like my time to reset and refocus. And it's not just fitness or being healthier or whatever. It's like a fresh, crisp, crunchy leaved start, you know? September is my favorite month. Maybe you're a student and you're just like, ugh, fuck you, Joe. Like September's so stressful. And I get that, and I know that that's stressful, but there's just something about like the like refreshing fall, like new, like fresh mindset, I guess, when it comes to training, when it comes to eating, when it comes to your education or your career, your relationships, and then just like fun things with friends too, because everybody's back in the city. I'm really excited. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about a focus going into block 1 once again, whether this is your 2nd time doing it, 3rd or 4th, because I think sometimes we need just like a little bit of a refreshment. And I don't know if you're going to go back and watch old videos. They're there for you, obviously, if you want to. But I kind of want to talk to you now as women that have gone through this program before, because as much as we evolve and we grow each time, like you know what the Fit Girl Gang is, right? And whatever your experiences have been in the past with it, I hope that they've been really good. But I hope that you've learned a little bit about yourself, the things that you're proud of and the things that you kind of wish that you could have done a little differently. And truthfully, like it's not our first rodeo anymore. And hopefully we all know by this point that like extremes just don't work. Like extremes, going into anything and going into the Fit Girl Gang with this crazy extreme mindset of like, oh my God, I ate shitty all summer. I did whatever I wanted all summer. I was gross. Like I drank too much beer. I had too many barbecue fucking whatever bananas. I don't know. And then thinking like, okay, fall time, round 4, I'm gonna fucking kill it. Like let's go all out. Cool. But we've all been there before. We've all done that whole like, oh, now's my chance to reset. Now I'm starting over. Now's the time to be perfect. And I don't want that. I don't want any of that bullshit, because we know it doesn't work, because we can't keep up with it forever. And like, what is the golden rule? Which I say all the time. It's like anything you do, you should be able to see yourself doing forever. So even if you have felt like, oh, this summer I fell off a little bit, or even this summer, like I wasn't my best self, I wasn't feeling great, I wasn't treating my body or my mental state in the way that I probably could have, that's okay. But the longest term success that I've ever experienced, or any of you guys that I've ever worked with have experienced, it comes from starting slow and gradually building. And so obviously that's the whole habit system. That's the whole way that we approach with Fit Girl Gang. But I think it's easy to think like, I've done this before, I was really good before, and I was really on it before, so I'm gonna dive in now hard. I wouldn't recommend that, because at the end of the day, consistency is queen. Like there is nothing that matters more than consistency when it comes to how we eat, how we talk to ourselves, and how we train. So rather than going all out week 1 or block 1 or whatever, and going like, okay, I'm gonna like eat perfectly, I'm not gonna have any junk, I'm gonna integrate all of the habits right now. Like I'm literally gonna integrate all the habits right back in. I'm gonna only have like 1 treat a week. I'm gonna whatever. That might be too much for you right now, and then you'll crash and burn and we'll just kind of fall off of it again. So what I want the approach to be going into this round, I want it to be very, I'm gonna start, I'm gonna work on being better, and even, you kind of have to assess where you're at. So some of you guys might, right now, might be at a place where you haven't been training at all since like the last round. Maybe you haven't been working out or eating well. So maybe for you, you literally need to start with like block 1 habits again. And obviously, so that's just like drinking more water, right? Like actually drinking your water, and then protein and greens. And maybe that's like all you're focusing on right now. And that's still just such a huge step in the right direction. And then it's doable. And then just like before, you can add to it. Like, I'm not gonna tell you where you integrate or what you do. It's very dependent on where you're at right now. And we're all at completely different places. So I just want you to take a second and like kind of think about where you're at, think about what's reasonable for you, and maybe a little challenge, but isn't gonna make you feel like you're diving in too deep, right? Especially if you're getting like heavy back into work right now, you might be going into school right now and feeling really stressed. Yeah, just start with the basics and then build, right? And just build. And something, oh, I love talking to you guys, I miss this. And by talking to you guys, I mean, I know I'm a crazy chick just talking to my camera right now, but I really feel that I'm talking to you, and this is so great. I missed it. So a big focus that I'm making in round 4 is I don't want any of the new women, they're not getting this video, but I don't want any of the new women or you guys anymore to talk about being behind. We are all at different stages in our fitness performance journey, all at completely different stages. And it is ridiculous to expect everyone to progress and move along the workouts at the exact same time. Yes, ideally, you're getting in your workouts each week, but that doesn't necessarily mean that after 2 weeks, you're moving on to the next block, right? It doesn't mean that. And I'm gonna work really, really hard this time to make sure that everybody knows that, and nobody's like, oh, I'm on this week, I'm behind, I hate myself, oh, she's ahead of me. You know, like, I really don't want that. And so for the first time ever, this round isn't 10 weeks, it's 12. So yes, there are the same amount of workouts, and yes, the new TFGG Perform, like the newest one that only girls who joined in round 1 are getting, that's still a 10-week program, but we have 12 weeks just to give ourselves a little grace period, and just to maybe repeat a week here or there if we need it. It's not to stop training for 2 weeks and to just like do nothing, but it's extra time for us to do workouts when we feel like, oh, that really challenged me, I could do it again before I progress in advance, right? So we have 12 weeks, and I want you guys to be really real with yourselves. And I also only want you moving on to the next consecutive program that you're getting access to today if you feel ready for it, right? If you, be honest with yourself, like if you weren't training through the months of half of July and all of August, and you were like at the end of the last round, you're like stopped, you probably shouldn't be moving on to the next program, and that's totally okay. Like that is 100% completely, totally okay. But I want you to be real with yourself, because if you dive into something that's too advanced or pushes you too hard, it's not gonna be very fulfilling. You're gonna feel like you're struggling, you're gonna feel like you're not able to keep up, and it's not gonna feel good, and it's honestly probably gonna put you at risk for injury too. So just kind of know what you're at, be honest with yourself, and I want you to really make a focus on consistency little bit by little bit when it comes to the mental health stuff, when it comes to a little bit of journaling, creating a mantra, I think I say mantra, whatever. When you do that, when you like go back to basics, when it's like reminding yourself every day what you're grateful for, writing it down if you can, doing the little things. And I'm gonna be talking about this stuff all the time, right? And I'm gonna be talking about this stuff in the live chats, and I'm gonna be trying to really get us all in this routine again. Because I think in the summer, it's easy to just let all that stuff go. It's easy to let a lot of personal care go in the summer because things are so fun and things are happening, and we're camping, and then we're working, and then we wanna go away for the weekends and have fun, and that's all amazing. But I think now is the perfect time for a reset. It is the perfect time to center ourselves, get back to becoming the best version of ourselves, whatever that means to you, because it's all a little different for everyone. Yeah, and I'm really, really excited. Like, I just feel like fall is the time to just fucking get it, you know? And I think we're all going to. And I've missed you. I'm so pumped. So, welcome back. Hi. You will be seeing a lot of my face the next little while, and a couple other things I want to suggest for fall quickly before I go is I want you guys to do as many meetups as you can. Hang out with Fit Girl Gang girls. Like, no, maybe not every woman in this community is destined to be your BFF. That would be insane. We all have different personalities, but like try to make relationships, because it's like we all do have these intentions of wanting to be better and wanting to like help, like just like help other women be better. And I think that when we're together, that kind of creates a little bit of magic and we lift each other up. And I just got back actually from vacation with one of my best friends, and she's so similar to me in the sense that like we both so want the best for each other and we're both so encouraging to each other. And now I just like, I got home and I feel so like fulfilled and I feel so like supported. And it's the same way that I feel when I'm talking to you guys all the time and we're connecting and we hang out at parties or workouts or anything. And it's because we all have that similar sense of like empowerment for each other. It's really cool. So you're the best. I hope you have a great day. I'm so excited to do this, and I will talk to you very soon.